Welcome to the Deliciously Simple Food channel. I'm Shelly, and I would love it if you came and cooked with me today. Come on! Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm glad you can join me. Today we're going to make the most amazing vegan broccoli salad. Now, of course, broccoli is going to be the star of the show, but the salad dressing, the homemade salad dressing that we're going to make is going to be the second star of the show because it's going to have plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids with flax and chia seeds. And we're also going to make this homemade dressing with some cashews, with some raisins, with some dates. It's going to be sweet and savory, but it's also going to have some garnishes to go along with it to sort of blend everything together. So let's tell you all that we have going on here on the counter. So first we've got some tomatoes and cucumbers as some garnish. Then we also have some salad mixes as some garnish. Of course, the broccoli, which is going to be the star of the show, flax and chia seeds. We also have some corn, dried cranberries, and a little bit of onions that I've chopped up along with a red pepper. Now for the salad dressing, we've got some cashews, we've got some dates, we've got some raisins, a little bit of salt and pepper, and some apple cider vinegar. And all of this is going to go along well with our salad that we're going to make today. So in order to get started with the salad, let's go and saute our onions. So I've got our onions right here. We've just got to saute them. And once we've sauteed them and they're ready and they're a little bit cooled to put in, to put into the broccoli salad, then we're going to add everything together and sort of really make this a full meal. So let's get started by putting these onions into the pot here and saute them. Now I've got about 2 teaspoons of oil in this pot, and we're going to get started with sauteing our onions here. Now this is olive oil that I have sauteing in the pot with the onions. And what we're going to do is we're going to get it nice and crispy. We want it to be crispy and brownish, so that way when we put it into the broccoli salad, it's going to be nice and crispy. And so you're going to get that little bit of a broccoli taste, but you're also going to get that crispness from the crisp taste and the crispness from the actual onions itself. So we're going to saute this up here, and this should take about, I would probably say about 5 to 10 minutes to saute. And this is the only thing that's being cooked in the broccoli salad today. Everything else is going to be raw, including the broccoli itself. Now, as you can see, these onions are browning nicely, and so they're getting a little bit crisp now. So we're gonna finish up these onions, make sure it's nice and crisp. Then we're gonna put it in the plate over here on the right-hand side, and we're gonna let it cool before we actually put it into the broccoli salad. Now that we have our onions nicely sauteed and they're brown and they're crisp and they look so good, I'm gonna set these onions aside over here, and then we're gonna get started by chopping up this red pepper and combining it with some of the corn that we have. Now, with this salad, the broccoli salad is probably one of the healthiest salads you can probably have, hands down. And combined with some other things like a green leafy vegetable or some cucumbers and tomatoes, you really have yourself a fantastic salad here. And so I'm just gonna chop up these peppers to go along as a side garnish along with the broccoli salad here. Now, broccoli is good for you in so many different ways, but combining it with all of these other raw vegetables, you get the full force of the fiber, you have your full nutrients in here, you have everything you need really to make a full meal. And so it's not just a salad, but it's a full meal in itself, and you'll see that as we plate up. So let me chop these peppers here. and then we'll get started. The other thing that you'll notice is over here, I've got some of the cashews in with the water. Now the cashews, I put it in there while I was sauteing the onions. They need to sort of sit and get a little bit soft in the water. And I'll tell you what the actual ingredients are along with the measurements when we start to make the actual salad dressing for this broccoli salad. Now, all the ingredients, I'm gonna name them, but they're also gonna be in the description along with the recipe on how to make this broccoli salad because it's absolutely amazing. So now that I've finished chopping the actual red pepper here, let's combine the red pepper with the corn and then we'll make the salad dressing for the broccoli salad. Now look at the color of this garnish, this yellow and red with the corn and the red peppers. That's going to be a garnish. This is going to be absolutely amazing to add as a garnish to the broccoli salad because it's going to add a little bit of color that we're going to need for this meal. So now that we're finished with the garnish, I'm gonna set this aside over here and then we're gonna get started making the homemade salad dressing. So we have 1 cup of water in here along with 3/4 cups of cashews. Now the cashews are unsalted, unroasted, they're just plain old cashews. And now we're gonna add in the dates. Now these are a 1/4 cup of dates that we're gonna add in here. And if you want sort of a number, it's 6 dates. And we have also a 1/4 cup of raisins that we're also going to add in here. In addition to the 1/4 cup of raisins, we have about, I would probably say a teaspoon each of flax seeds and chia seeds because we want to ground those up along as well so that way we can sort of digest it. And the last thing we have that's going in here is the salt and pepper. So we have 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here, and we are going to leave the apple cider vinegar in here. We're going to leave that to the side and we're going to add it a little bit later. So as we add the dressing, we add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to taste. We don't want to add too much apple cider vinegar because then it will be so vinegary that you can't really eat it. So you want to make sure that you add the apple cider vinegar in small spurts and taste it according to your liking. And so, you know, some people might think 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar is too much. Some people might think it's too little. So I would encourage you to sort of just add a little bit at a time as you're making the salad. And then that way it's going to be, you know, according to your liking. And so you can actually eat it. So let's show you what I got here. And then we have to go and we have to blend our salad dressing, and I'll show you what the salad dressing looks like after we blend it. Now look at this dressing. It's nice and creamy and it's thick. We don't want it to be watery. We want it to be thick like what you're seeing here. So this is what your dressing should look like once it's done and you've blended it well and you put it into a bowl. Now the texture on this dressing should be smooth. It should be smooth and creamy. And so keep blending it until it's smooth and creamy until you get this consistency so you can add it to the broccoli salad. Now that we made our salad dressing, it's really sweet. So that's where the apple cider vinegar comes in, but the salad dressing tastes phenomenal with the dates and the cashews and the raisins. All those flavors together blend very, very well. In addition to the sweetness, it has a little bit of peppery kick, and that's what we want. We want sort of a to play with the palate of your senses, right? And so we have a little bit of peppery kick, and then we're gonna add the apple cider vinegar in small bits and pieces. So let's get started with making the broccoli salad. So I'm gonna put the broccoli in this big bowl here. The broccoli is about, I would probably say 3 to 4 cups of broccoli in here. That's gonna be used to make the salad. So let's bring in So with the broccoli salad, we already have the broccolis in there. And now we're gonna go in with the dried cranberries. The dried cranberries are gonna give it a little bit of a sour taste to it. So you have the sweet, the sour, you have a little bit of a peppery kick to there. And then you'll come in with the apple cider vinegar. So now we're gonna go in with a little bit of dressing with the broccoli salad here. So we got a little bit of dressing to go along. So I'll bring that a little bit closer so you can see that here. And we're gonna just start mixing the salad dressing. Just adding a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there. Now I know how much apple cider vinegar I like, so I've added it all in there. And then we're just gonna stir it up and make sure that the salad is stirred in nicely with that. I've just added the onions to the salad dressing and the broccoli, and so you can see it's like nice purple and reds color in there mixed with the greens and the brown for the dressing. And so we're gonna plate up now, and so you can see what everything looks like on a plate to make it a full meal. So we're gonna put our broccoli salad right here in the middle, and you can see how the greens sort of blend in with each other. And so in order so that way we can have a nice colorful meal, what we wanna do is we wanna add that color. So we're gonna put in here the corn and the actual red peppers in here. So we have some nice color along the side. Plus, I have some leftover vegan mac and cheese that we want to add to this meal here. And so it's piping hot. We've got some nice vegan mac and cheese here that we're going to add to both of these plates. And we're going to really plate them up nicely so it's a nice balanced meal. And this meal is served on a bed of salad mix, green salad mix. Now look at this meal. Look at how we've plated up here with the tomatoes and the broccoli salad and the leftover mac and cheese, vegan mac and cheese. Look at these two plates. Aren't they unbelievable? Now that we plated up this amazing meal, let's try it. And I'm so excited to try this food because it's got so many different colors, so many different flavors. But first things first is the broccoli salad, which is the star of the show here. The flavors and the taste hits you one by one. First you get a little bit of tangy, then you get a little bit of sweet, then you get a little bit of that vinegary taste. This tastes amazing. And coupled with the cucumbers and the corn and the red peppers and a little bit of the leftover vegan mac and cheese, you've got a full meal right here. Entirely vegan, entirely veggies. And also you have your plant-based omega-3 fatty acids in here. We've got the flax seeds, you've got the chia seeds, you've got the cashews, you've got the raisins, all these healthy fats in there makes this meal so delicious. So I hope you try it, and we'll see you again in the next episode. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you can get notified the next time I make a video. I'm going to eat this meal. It is fantastic.